What was the rationale and the justification to control what the Kenyan people see, hear and read from the communication authorities' perspective? This seems Benjamin Netanyahu's playbook, or
it's okay.
On Donald Trump is...
I'll come back to that. Just allow me a minute to mention something. My brother Okeo had said that if government was keen to have peace, they would have called a meeting with the 5 families. I want to confirm to you that last week, as a communication center, we reached out to the National Police Service, and the Inspector General gave us his 2 officers, the Director of Operations and the spokesperson. And we had a meeting where we agreed that they should have a meeting with the 5 families. And true, on Saturday, they had a meeting with the 5 families for the planning, and they were going to have another meeting on Tuesday, but I think somebody got in between and they did not come, because we thought that it is important that we plan the procession so that they get police escort and they achieve where they were supposed to go to. So I think that was done, but as usual, you know, people have various interests in some of these things. You can be sitting here in good faith, but you may not know what your neighbor is planning. Now, Communications Authority. I don't want to justify the switching off of some TV stations. But what I want to say is that what happened yesterday was a security matter. And I want to be sure, just as a hypothesis, that Mr. Mugonyi could not have done anything without advice of the National Security Committee. Because
I agree.
I want to believe that they could have looked at the escalation of the violence. And you know, the first thing as a government is to protect loss of lives. So if something goes out of control, and maybe individuals, many people are now coming down to town. I think you saw even up to last evening, even the interchange after Lenana School to Karen was totally closed even as late as 9. They were still burning tires on the road. And a situation may arise where the National Security Committee is of the opinion, because what they said is stop live, how do we call it?
Live broadcast.
Broadcast. Streaming, live streaming.
Yeah.
So that, but they did not ask that we totally stop broadcasting, but it was live streaming, maybe to manage the escalation of the skirmishes which had come. Because it's, you know, we had graduated from a peaceful procession to a riot, whether it was caused by the police or another person, but at that time when the Communications Authority was requesting or asking the stations to stop live streaming, we had now graduated from peaceful procession to riots. And tires were burning and people were looting, and a lot of people were fighting with the police, and the police were fighting with the people. And I want to believe in good faith that somebody was trying to stop escalation. So if Bwana Mugonyi ever gave that instruction, I want to believe that he gave it out of an agreed responsibility by government and most of the National Security Committee. I don't know. It's just a hypothesis. I would not want a situation where I may be accused for saying something. But in normal practice, Mugonyi would not just wake up. It's a very sensitive matter to stop broadcasting or live broadcasting. So I want to think that Bwana Mugonyi should not be skinned alive for this, but let's look at the bigger picture, and let's look at a situation where this could have come from an agreement based on security of the country. Yeah. If this would save loss, if for example, this would have saved loss of more lives of people who would have come up to join the riots, and then would have caused police to use live firearms, and we would have lost more people, then so be it. But that is my position and my take. Ahmed,